Taurus, this is going to be the messages for the month of March 2019. Welcome to my channel, Universal Soul Vibrations. Please remember that this is a general reading and may not resonate with everyone. If you like the video, like, subscribe, and share. As I resonated on your energy, Taurus, the following things came into my mind. Taurus is still going to be in hermit mode in the beginning of the month of March, but is enjoying their time to themselves. They're still not sure which way they want to go. You feel more in your element when spring comes, and there's going to be changes within. The spirit animal that came into my vision is the turtle, and the turtle teaches us to walk a path in peace and sticking to it with determination and serenity. It's the symbol of earth, and you are an earth sign, Taurus, so that fits perfectly. Turtle has the ability to stay grounded. It talks about slowing down, pacing yourself, emotions, strength and understanding, and some ancient wisdom may come into play this month. And also, the turtle shell is perseverance and protection. All right, let's get started with the cards. I'm going to pull one card from the Alice in Wonderland deck, and I already shuffled them off camera for the overall energy for Taurus in the month of March 2019. What is the overall energy for Taurus for March 2019? So you do have a big event happening this month, Taurus. Uranus is moving into your sign and is going to be there for the next 7 or so years. Uranus is a bit of a chaotic energy, brings in lots of change. So really don't know what's going to come for Taurus in the next 7 years. But by the time the 7 years are up, you're probably going to be a new person. Okay, the card that popped out is Impossible Things. Working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, and fresh perspective. So it looks like you're going to gain a fresh perspective about something this month, Taurus. When I talked in the card, I did talk about change and changes within. That does include how our perspectives are on things. So let's see what the perspective is that's going to change this month. Let me just shuffle 2 more times, and then I'll cut the deck and pull cards. And we will be looking at a little bit for love, for singles and couples at the end of this. Okay, I did it 3. The King of Cups. The Hanged Man. Gaining new wisdom, new perspective. Aha, did this card say that you were going to have a fresh perspective? Looks like there might be some love coming in somewhere. Okay, let's look at this. So the first thing that popped out was that the Hangman card is here. And the Hangman card definitely, while we're in this period of limbo, is what I call it, we do gain a new perspective on things. If you see, he's got the halo around him. He's gaining wisdom while he's kind of hanging there in limbo in that stagnant period. And I think this Hangman also represents how I talked about Taurus is going to be in kind of hermit mode until probably mid-month of March. So I think the Hangman is definitely representing that whole new fresh perspective thing that was talked about in the overall card. The first card that we got is the King of Cups. Cups are all about emotions. But you know, the King of Cups, his wisdom comes from, you know, within, and his experiences. He's very deep with his emotions. The King of Cups can see what others think is hidden, okay? So, while you're in this limbo period, because he is right next to the Hanged Man, there may be some things that are coming to light for you, that others can't see around you, okay? And this is going to be, March may be a tad of an emotional time for you, but the King of Cups, he knows how to contain his emotions and be able to push through each day with the emotions, I guess I want to say, with the King of Cups. The King of Cups can also represent a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They say that the King of Cups represents Scorpio, but it can represent any water sign. Okay, so we got the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is waiting for those ships to come in, okay? You've done the work. You've made the plan. And now you're waiting for those ships to come on in and bring the stuff to you. Here's the ship out in the water. The Two of Swords is telling me that you've got some choices and decisions to make. But the choices and decisions aren't clear to you yet. She's blindfolded in the card. We got the crescent moon behind here. So whatever the decisions are that you have to make this month, you're really not sure which way you want to go. Hence the crossed swords. And there's two of them. What I can say on this, and with the King of Cups here too, is it's very important that you listen to your intuition and let your intuition guide you in the direction that you want to go. Like I said, whatever this thing is that's coming, that you have to make a decision about, the overall energy card says that it's going to give you a fresh perspective on a lot of things within your life, okay? And then we got the Wheel of Fortune. And the wheel composes all the elements, the cups, the pentacles, the wands, the swords. So it's got the emotions, it's got the material things, the passion, you know, the clarity, the truth. So, you know, when the Wheel of Fortune comes in, you spin that wheel and we see where it's going to land. It's new things coming into you. But it's also a 10 card, so there's going to be some things that are going to be coming to an end before the new things come in. And it looks like the new thing that's coming in is the Ace of Cups for you. That's a big old Ace of Cups in this card, and it is overflowing big time. Now, this card usually represents a new love that could be coming in, but it also, you know, the Ace of Cups also represents love for oneself. Also, it could be, you know, a very spiritual journey that you're going on. But, you know, it's also asking you to be open to receive love as well. But when I see this cup, this big cup so full and brimming over, it's telling me that you're really not having difficulties filling your own cup, okay? You're okay with that. So, you know, just if you're not in a partnership, if you don't have love in your life currently, to me, the Ace of Cups is saying you're okay. You can fill your own cup and you're good with that. And that, you know, that belief in itself, and I think that's part of your new perspective, is knowing that you don't need someone to fill your cup, okay? You can fill it yourself. We have to be able to fill our own cups first before we can let someone else in to add to what we've already put in the cup. We can't rely on someone else to fill that cup for us. We have to be able to do that ourselves. And once we do that, then we can share it with others. And that's going to give you strength, okay? You know, and the lion just looks so peaceful in this card. Peaceful within himself. You know, and he's just, and we've got the infinity symbol in there. The strength card is just, you know, it's exactly what it says. It's finding that inner strength. And it also could represent, a relationship between two people that are vastly different as well, with the strength card coming in. So you could be finding love this month, or a new beginning in love could occur with someone that's very, very different from you. But you don't have to rely on that for your strength, okay? That's one thing I really, really want to get across for this, is that you find your own strength from within, not from someone else, okay? And the Ten of Pentacles, you know, the Ten of Pentacles card is exactly what it looks like. It's happiness, fulfillment. You know, it's wish fulfillment. You have it. You have everything that you need. So it looks like March, Taurus, is going to be like a really nice month for you. Looks like there might be a new love coming in. One that might be, you know, very different from you. The Wheel of Fortune's coming in. So, you know, the Wheel of Fortunes also talks about karmic stuff, karmic lessons. You've learned them. They're coming to an end, some of them. And, you know, you've got a decision to make, though. Let's see what comes over the Two of Swords. Maybe the decision is whether you want this love or not. But you have to keep an open mind, okay? That was something that I just heard, because with that strength card in that same area, the person may be somebody very different from what you normally would be attracted to, but they can bring you a lot of happiness, okay? Just a lot of happiness and wish fulfillment, and you know, some of you, this is what you've kind of been hoping for. You know, you've been hoping for the a relationship to come in. So it looks like you're going to do a lot of growth, or you've been working very hard. When I look at the Three of Wands, because you're standing here waiting for your ships to come in, this tells me that you've been working very hard on yourself. And now you're waiting to see the fruits of those labors, okay? You're standing there and waiting for the ships to come in, because you have done the work, okay? And maybe your choice is, you know, maybe there's several things that are going to come in, and which one am I going to choose? All right, let's look at love for singles and love for couples, although this kind of turned out to be a little bit of a love reading for you guys. Remember, impossible things. Nothing's impossible. And this talks about imaginative leaps too. Don't be afraid of things that are different this month, Taurus. And I believe I did talk about change in the beginning. Alrighty. Let me give it a shuffle. We'll use Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels. Please give me one card for Taurus. What is the message for Taurus singles for love in March 2019? Heart-to-heart conversations. Okay, so maybe there's someone in your life that you really need to have a conversation with about how things have been going or not going. But it tells you to honestly discuss your feelings with each other, okay? And this is for Taurus singles. So Taurus singles, maybe there's somebody that you've been eyeing. or somebody that you kind of may have had a relationship with, and you know, maybe they're starting to come back into your life this month, but you need to have a conversation about the way things went in the past. Let's get some cards underneath this. Just give me one card. Heart conversations for Taurus singles for March 2019. We got the Chariot. So the Chariot talks about forward movement. So when these conversations do occur, it looks like there's going to be some forward movement. But you know, also what this card says is, when you look at this card, we've got the two horses, you know, flying through the air. But the man isn't really hanging on to the reins. He's letting them go in the direction that they need to go. And I think that's part of the message here too for Taurus singles, is that you need to not try to hold on to the reins so tightly and direct the conversation as well as the relationship, okay? Just let it go where it's going to go naturally. Here for Taurus in March 2019. And we got the Seven of Wands. Okay, with the Seven of Wands, so we're having heart-to-heart conversations, aren't we? What's one of the important things that we need to not do when we're having important conversations with somebody? It's not good to get defensive. Okay? We don't want to have the conversation in a defensive manner. You know, in one of those like, well, you did this, well, you did that. Okay? The conversation should more be about discussing your feelings, but discussing them in a proactive manner, rather than doing it in a form of blame. Okay? So it's okay to stand up for what you believe in, but be careful on how you relay that message, okay, this month, if you do end up having a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody. And then we've got the Two of Cups, okay? So whoever this person is that you should be having this heart-to-heart conversation with, singles, it is a soul union. The Two of Cups refers to a soul union. It's a partnership. You know, it's one where there's equal give and take. Their personalities match. You know, their two cups match there. Oh, you have mine and I have yours. You know, they look the same. It's just when, you know, people who are really compatible with each other. So you know, what this is telling me is whoever you need to have this conversation with could be your soulmate, or in kind of a soulmate man role. All right, let's look at couples. You know, when you have that conversation, Taurus singles, be the turtle. Peace. Remember? Peace. And we got true love with Taurus couples. So whoever you are with, this is the romance of a lifetime. Maybe you should have gotten the Two of Cups card. Let me just shuffle these. So it sounds like if you're in a relationship, Taurus, it's a really good one. Please give me one card for True Love for Taurus, March 2019. One card. Could be with an air sign because we got the King of Swords. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Let me just get another card on this one. Air signs aren't like the most lovey-dovey people in the world. But with you, it seems like this is, you know, whoever this relationship is with, it's working out very well. Another card doesn't want to come out. Let's pull this one. And we got the Ten of Cups, ultimate happiness, okay? Happiness abound. Must be with that air sign, true love. Or somebody who has the characteristics of an air sign. They could just be in those characteristics right now. Let me just pull one more card. And then we got the Emperor. We got too many cards. There was several cards that fell out with them. The Magician, okay? So what that's telling me is that, you know, you both manifested this this Ten of Cups, whoever you are in a relationship with. You manifested it. It has all the makings of this, you know, wonderful relationship that it says it is. And you know, the King of Swords, he's like I said, he's not the most lovey-dovey person, but he's got the honesty, he's got the integrity, and if it is with an air sign, you know, that's what you're going to get with that. Or like I said, the person may be carrying the King of Swords energy with them. They just may be in that energy at this point in time or have it somewhere in their chart. But he's also, you know, he's a master strategist. He really is. Likes to plan ahead, so that might be some of the characteristics that whoever you're in a relationship. But he also likes to be in control with him. And like I said, he's not the lovey-dovey person. Sometimes he can be a little harsh. But he'll be with you. He'll be next to you. He'll be loyal to you. But he's going to want to have the control. I'm telling you that right now. So it looks like, couples, you have found the true love. It's a romance of a lifetime. It's got all the ingredients. It was manifested, and it could be with an air sign or somebody that carries the qualities of the King of Swords. So have a great March, everybody. And I will talk to you next